It's not quite 7 o'clock. This is the time we're supposed to meet up. I have a friend of mine who's going to be out here helping me out. He's running late. Anyway, so I've got all my gear here ready. Chainsaw, and of course weed eater, among all this other stuff here. A brush cutter. It can do up to 2-inch size trees, 2-inch thick. Of course, fuel, bar oil for the chainsaw, and of course I've got a pack for my water, and of course a pack for my chainsaw. Tell you what, best $200+ I ever spent. Doesn't look like much now, but believe me, carrying a chainsaw, this makes it so simple. All right, already walked in about a half mile, trying out a new attachment to mount my GoPro. See how that works. But anyway, like I said, if it weren't for the cooler weather this time of year, I would not be out here doing this. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you how to do some of the trail maintenance out here. Hopefully we can see that with this GoPro while I work. Okay, I don't know how this is going to look because my attachment here is not, it doesn't cinch very well. It might be my mistake, but the point is, I'm going to see how this works, and I'll show what I'm going to do here, because this is a big tree, as you can see here. Trails right over here. We don't want people creating bypass trails, so I'm gonna cut this one down here, and we'll see how easy this goes. Let's see. We'll see. Nah. Phew. Yeah, let's see. I'll cut that one again. Okay, there we go. Okay, there goes Jim. He and I just got rid of some of these trees, logs that got here. That big old tree over here, which had the one I was sawing on earlier. It's all gone now. So we certainly don't want anyone creating new spaces around these trees. We want to keep the main trail intact and prevent as many side trails as possible. But also, when bikers come through here, this, as he says, is a speed park. You certainly don't want to slow down for that kind of stuff. And over there is what's called 5 Mile Camp. It's actually 5.5 miles, more or less, from the starting point of the trail if you go on the main trail. But they call it 5 Mile Camp. I'm just going off to there. So it's almost not quite 10 o'clock. I'm not gonna stay out here too much longer because it gets hot and humid and no fun. Okay, so I'm going to change my story now a little bit, or update it. I had to go back and get my chainsaw because there is a tree further down that needs clearing. When I walked the trail a couple weeks ago, I noted places that needed work, but when it looked like it was kind of obvious that there's several places that needed it, I just said between a certain area. Well, doing that, you forget exactly where you need to end, and so I didn't have my chainsaw with me, which means I had to walk that much further, which is okay. Michael Mathis just sent me a text message. He likes my brush clearer. He says it rocks. R-A-W-K-S. So right up here is an area that needs a little clearing. If I look at it from a hiker's point of view, this is fine because you can see the trail clearly through all this mess. But this is a mixed-use trail. You got runners and you have bikers. And when you go in with any type of speed, these things can hurt a little bit. So Jim will be coming up here to clear this stuff up because I have just the chainsaw. Michael has my brush clearer and my weed whacker. All right, so down here is where we have a little bit of the problem. Coming up on it. A little bit of elevation change here. I used to have a tradition when I go backpacking, I have to fall at least once. So far, nothing. So far, nothing. Ah, damn it. I hate when that happens. I'm gonna have to check this attachment out because should not be doing that. All right, so this is a tree that we've got to clear out. It's right on the trail. Makes it difficult to go around. We certainly don't want that. So here, I'll get started. Jim will come out here in a short bit to help me out. Okay, Jim and I got this tree out of the way, and I don't know how many times I got my saw bound today because I've guessed the wrong way each time practically, but much easier here. And Jim's getting he's getting his trusty saw there.
Out here and help us do this, you lazy sons of bitches.
I'll edit that out in post, maybe. But you know, having a small saw like that, easily go through stuff like that. That's a silky. I used to have one, I lost it. Obviously the bigger trees, a chainsaw works very nicely. But this is a lot of what we do for trail maintenance. Okay, here's an area. A lot of the willow was grown out over here. And Jim, he used his silky saw to cut these back. Now, it was navigable without having to do that, but just makes it so much clearer and nicer when you do that. And it didn't take hardly any time at all.